From golf, move straight to boxing, and it's all about Manny Pacquiao and Amir Khan. The date has been fixed, April 23rd. I mean, April we're going to have been enough fights, right?
Yeah.
April 23rd, Amir Khan. April 29th, you have the big one, the heavyweight.
Exciting times for boxing fans out there. I mean, the year is already looking good. Over the weekend, we saw Deontay Wilder, retain his WBC heavyweight title belt by defeating Gerald Washington. Now,
I wasn't impressed by that fight. But then,
remember, he's just coming back from injury. Surgically repaired shoulder and biceps and all that. But let's talk about this one, Cecilia. It's very interesting because Pacquiao, ran a poll on Twitter where he allowed fans to actually choose his next opponent, and Amir Khan was top that particular poll. And it's good to see him, being a man of his words. And this fight has been announced for April the 23rd. But Cecilia, what I don't understand here is, what we've seen from Amir Khan, recently, he lost against Canelo Alvarez, got knocked out in that.
That was when? May.
Exactly. So long
middleweight.
time. Exactly. Yeah. So what I'm coming to is
June, July, August, September, October, November, December,
why are you doing
January.
all that? What's the point? He's been out acting for a long time.
Exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
And the fight you're not picking, you're picking up someone who is a winner.
Exactly. So that's where I'm coming from. What I'm trying to say is Amir Khan, for some reason, has failed to agree a fight with Kell Brook. His British rival, these guys don't like each other whatsoever in any shape or form. They've refused to agree a fight. But what we've seen, that has led a lot of people to say Amir Khan is scared of Kell Brook. I don't know whether that's true or not. But what we're seeing from him is he's not scared of anyone. I mean, he's taking on Canelo Alvarez. He's going to take on Manny Pacquiao. That shows
who is 38.
Yeah, but who is
a politician and also a boxer. I mean, who is distracted by other things.
Now, Cecilia, are you going to put your money against Pacquiao in this fight? You're not going to do that because Pacquiao clearly will go into this fight as a favorite. So what I'm trying to say essentially is that I don't think it's about being scared of Kell Brook because his opponents are his faces. Now he's facing, obscure opponents, Pacquiao, Canelo Alvarez, champions in their own right.
Yeah, of course.
So what I'm trying to say is perhaps you'd rather get knocked out by someone like Canelo or Manny Pacquiao rather than Kell Brook.
Okay,
I don't know, I'm just being cynical there.
Maybe
that's my point. I mean, those guys are already Hall of Famers, when they retire eventually. I'm looking forward to this one, Cecilia. And like I said, for what we've seen of Manny Pacquiao in recent times, his last fight against Jesse Vargas, very impressive.
Yeah.
Comfortable.
That was in November.
Exactly, very comfortable.
Won by unanimous decision in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
But this one we don't have a venue for it yet. So we'll just wait.
Yeah, we'll wait.
It's going to be in England or Las Vegas?
From all indication, it appears it's going to be in Dubai. And that'll be very interesting.
More money. You look at the venue because at first, I think another thing is maybe he picked the fight simply because there was something he didn't have control over. Manny Pacquiao went to Twitter and said, okay, he actually wants the fans to pick who his next fight is going to be. And he was picked, so he felt, okay, I can accept the challenge.
That's
so
very
let's
refreshing.
Just
Yes, refreshing to see professional boxers do that. And Pacquiao, Amir Khan has been chasing all the big fights for a long time. He tried to fight.
And he got this on the platter of good, so this just came on.
So he has to be ready because I know he knows going into this fight he's the underdog. And there's no doubt about that.
Yeah, he's the underdog because the last I mentioned it earlier, since May, and the next fight is going to be in April.
He's so soon, right? It's so soon.
What's so soon?
May. April is just around the corner, and he hasn't fought for a long time. So
that's what I'm saying, almost a year. Because April, May, that's like 11 months. He's going to have the next fight. So you have Manny, who had one in November, and of course he won that one. We'll go for a break now. We'll come back. We'll be talking about the Nigerian Professional Football League.